next speaker is busy talking. Oh, sorry. Our next speaker is the founder of Rockstar Recovery, an internet site and Facebook group created as a refuge for addicts of all kinds to help seek help from judgment and criticism. However, the group has become so much more. They help counsel, get people into treatment, helping with insurance and even transportation. I've followed Rockstar Recovery for years, but it's just been in the last year that I've actually gotten to know this guy, and he challenges me regularly. Sorry about that. So with that, Christopher Skinner.
Thank you, Patty. And thanks, Tom Sinan. Seriously, I can't put into words how much that guy means to me and to people like me. I'm in recovery from drugs and alcohol. I've been in recovery for 5 years, and let's just say thank you. And I didn't always like police officers or look at them the same way because, you just spend a lot of time hiding from them and dodging them and getting beaten up by them and stuff. But since I've seen this man out here doing what he does and educating people and dropping the stigmas down, because he knows you can't just lock everybody up. It's not going to work out that way, because we get back out and we go do it again. So to make the communities change and turn around, we have to drop the stigmas, show some love to people. Everybody's not going to succeed, but nobody is if nobody's going to give anybody some help. And coming from a police officer, a leader in the community, it means a lot. So you guys just please give him another round of applause. He's very important to a lot of people in recovery, I know. So thank you, Tom. For me, I grew up in Ross, Ohio. I'm not from around here. I'm from Butler County. I grew up in a trailer park, and both of my parents were alcoholics and drug addicts, and we were pretty poor. I endured every kind of abuse that you can think of, neglect, and my father died when I was 8, drunk driving. He hit a truck head on and killed himself. And as soon as I found drugs and alcohol, I fell in love with them, because it took me out of that painful world that I lived in for so long. And I found another world, like, what is this? I don't feel anything here. A new version of myself, and I kept doing that for 15 years and somehow survived. Unlike many of my friends, I just put 5 of them up on that wall. 2 of them died drunk driving, and the other 3 were overdoses. So I actually have a list at home of over 50 people that I've lost in my life to drugs, alcohol, or suicide. And I quit after 50. I just can't do it anymore. But what I do is share my story, provide hope for people, and then I started a nonprofit organization. It's called the Rockstar Recovery Foundation. We've been on Facebook for 4 years now. We have 14,000 people in there, and people reach out for help every single day. A lot of it is around here, but we help people all across the nation. We focus on community first. We actually feed people at Washington Park. We have Uber. We take people to treatment. If somebody reaches out for help and they just don't know how to get there, don't know where to go, they're hungry, and they don't have any shoes, we take care of all of that. As long as they want to go to treatment and they have the willingness to do so and admit that they have a problem, that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part, surrendering. I have a problem. I can't do this anymore. For me, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. 6 years of using opiates, ended up on heroin, and I didn't know how I was gonna escape. But when I overdosed in my sister's basement, I had never overdosed before. I thought I was superhuman. I thought everybody else were just little wussies, basically. But then when I did overdose and I saw death, I saw black, I saw hell. My soul was going to hell, and I felt that. I knew that, and I knew that I had to do something about that. And so I was actually a drug dealer. I was a dope boy. I sold for my addiction, and drug dealers don't go to rehab. Like, we get shot or we go to prison. And when I was about to die and my son wasn't gonna have a father, like I was left by my father, I was like, I can't do that. You guys can call me a snitch, a sellout, a Uncle Tom, whatever you want to call me, but I need to go do this. I'm going to go get brainwashed. Because my brain could use a little washing. That's what my girlfriend said, and she was right. And I've been off of those drugs ever since, and our nonprofit has been a nonprofit 501c3 for 2 years, so we're able to get donations. People can write those off, and we've been taken care of, thank God. So we've been able to help over 1,000 people into treatment in the past 4 years. And that's a God thing. That's a miracle thing. For me, I found Jesus Christ, and that's the staple, the footprint of my recovery, and that's why I'm successful. He died for me so I can live for him. And I just share that. We incorporate all kinds of recovery in Rockstar Recovery, such as Alcoholics Anonymous, Smart Recovery, Buddhism, whatever you want. We just want you to be in recovery, basically. Because the opposite of that is death, dying. And we've lost so many people that we just have to stop judging people. If they don't do it the same way I did, who cares? They're still doing it. And that's what Rockstar Recovery is all about. If you go into Rockstar Recovery, you're going to find a lot of that. You're going to find a lot of support, a lot of people sharing their stories, a lot of people just on fire for recovery. And so you can go to Facebook and find us there. And you can also find us on the World Wide Web, rockstarrecovery.org. But I love coming out here doing these events and sharing for people, because there's still a lot of people struggling out there. I really don't know any families that haven't really been impacted by some kind of addiction. So I'm just grateful to be here today, unlike so many of my other friends and family. And I'm grateful for this event in particular, because we get to highlight those people that aren't here with us anymore. So thank you again, Patty, and everyone else here for supporting recovery. It's very important to people like me, for sure, because we can't do it with just us. We have to have, it takes a village. It's a fact. So thank you.